everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the most magical podcast on the internet. That's right, we're here, Why We Disney. Kaycee and I have such an exciting episode for you guys planned. First of all, it's just us. I know we've been doing a lot of interviews lately, which we love, and we appreciate all your support. But you know what? We got to give you all of our opinions, all of our experience. So enough of me babbling. Let's get on with the episode.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Why We Disney podcast. No guest on today, just me and my amazing, incredible co-host, Kara. Look how pretty she is, y'all. If you're watching on YouTube, look how cute she is.
Hey everyone.
So we're so excited to give you guys another episode. We love doing this every single week. It truly is it brings so much joy to our week. Kara, I know you can speak to that too. Does it not?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so much fun. Oh, absolutely love it. So Kara is going to kick us off So today we are talking about Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World. One of my favorite parks I know in Walt Disney World. And it's just the home, right? It's the castle, it's Main Street USA, it's all of those things that you think about when you think of Walt Disney World. So Kara is going to hit us up with some history of Magic Kingdom. I'm really excited to hear these things.
So I am so excited to talk to you guys. This is kind of like our guide to Magic Kingdom episode. And Kaycee, I'm so glad that you called it home, because it really is home to so many of us. It's where we feel the most safe and happy and most magical. So here we are with Magic Kingdom. To start us off, we are going to talk about the history, right? So Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World share a birthday of October 1st, 1971. Did y'all get that year? 71? You do the math, subtract the 2. That is why Walt Disney World is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. As far as I'm concerned, I think tickets are already sold out. They're probably going to have some more available though. So make sure you get your travel agent ready and get ready to book when more tickets become available. But like 1971, that is crazy. Fun fact. My best friend, Brandon, for those of you that don't know him yet on the podcast, that is also his birthday. So, Yep, Brandon shares a birthday with Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World. What a jerk. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. It's really awesome for him to do that. So Disney World and Magic Kingdom specifically opened with 23 attractions. And so remember when I say attractions, this means rides and like show entertainment things, because some people are like 23 rides. No, it didn't. And I'm like, listen, attractions, it's the umbrella word, right? 20 of those rides were like the mock-ups from Disneyland, and then 3 were original.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's like kind of interesting. And Kaycee, I don't know if you've noticed, you've been to Disney a lot more than me, but throughout the years, Magic Kingdom hasn't really changed.
No, not a lot.
It's like the one park that is really staying the same. Nothing new. I mean, you know, it has new things once in a while, but like it is the one nostalgia park that I think like the company is just like, we can't really change that much other than the colors of the castle. And we don't need to get back into that. But
right.
I think there's something to be said about that like Magic Kingdom is just going to be this place that feels so similar from when people went back in the 70s to when people are going now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's truly like the OG, and they want to keep it that way.
Yeah. And I mean, we're going to get into some things with Magic Kingdom going on, but like to talk about what's happened. So we haven't had a new ride in Magic Kingdom since 2014. Yeah. That's when Seven Dwarfs Mine Train came out. Fun fact, that's also the year that the Festival of Fantasy Parade happened. So we got 2 new things in 1 year. And I mean, you know, you had a sprinkle of something new there. So it wasn't, you know, too much. But like, that's the new stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like, it's really staying the same, and which is like, wow. Wow, Magic Kingdom. Wow. So question for you and question to our audience. Do you know how many lands are in Magic Kingdom?
Oh, see, I always like wonder if like Main Street USA counts. I'm gonna, I felt like, I'm gonna guess.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna guess.
Mhm.
There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I'm gonna say 4.
Okay, and which 4 are you saying?
Okay, so I'm saying Tomorrowland, Fantasy, and I'm literally looking at it like this too.
Yep.
So Adventure, and then like the town square, I'm counting that as 1, and then I'm also counting Main Street USA. Did I just say 5?
Yes.
Then I mean 5 then.
Okay, so our audience at home, Kaycee just said 5, and I think so many of us, when we do this, we're like looking at a map in our head.
It's like
and we're going around. I like that you said Tomorrowland first, because I think that's a discrepancy. Do you start at Tomorrowland or do you start at Adventureland? Anyway,
it's very controversial.
I'm pretty sure, and this is going off of the My Disney Experience app, that they have labeled 6 lands. There are 6 major lands. So if we imagine the park in our head, that's going to be Main Street USA.
Okay.
Over to the right is Tomorrowland.
Yep.
Fantasyland. Then we have, what is it?
Adventure.
Liberty Square.
Oh, Liberty Square.
Yep. Frontierland and Adventureland.
I suck.
No, you don't suck. But I think the 2 that are like underrated is definitely Frontierland and Liberty Square.
Liberty Square. They truly are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are a Disney newbie, now you know the 6 lands. If you are a Disney fanatic like us and still get confused, that's just what the My Disney Experience says. And so you're probably wondering, like, what are the big ticket items when you're going to Magic Kingdom, right? Mm-hmm. So the castle, duh. Like when everyone thinks Disney World probably, and maybe Disneyland, I don't know. Disneyland also has that like pier. If you actually, I have a question for our listeners. When you think Disneyland, are you thinking the is it Sleeping Beauty Castle?
I think so. Yeah.
That one first, or are you thinking of that Ferris wheel thing? Which is the icon for that? If you're a listener, write us in, email us in, or comment on our YouTube. I'd love to know, because I know nothing about Disneyland other than what Sydney tells me.
It's true. We get all of our Disneyland stuff from Sydney.
But for us, obviously at Disney World, we have the castle, which inside the castle is Cinderella's Royal Table, the signature dining experience, which I'm going to have in my trip in just a few weeks because we're going at the end of March. So we have that. And we also have the shop of the Emporium and just that whole shopping strip there on that left-hand side when you walk in. Absolutely amazing things other than World of Disney, I'm sure. The Emporium is definitely your place to go when you're looking for souvenirs, gifts for yourself, and everything in between.
Love it.
So, there is so much to know. Even though that Magic Kingdom has really stayed the same throughout the years, there's a lot going on and there's a lot to keep up with. So this is only a short amount that we're going to talk about here on the podcast. Let us take a quick ad break and we'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, guys. So we just finished talking about the map of Disney and all of the lands. Such a fun concept. If you look on My Disney Experience, you can really see a lot of that fun stuff even before your trip. I always love to like make sure if you're having a trip upcoming to Walt Disney World that you do take a look at that app and just make sure you kind of get the general area and know your way around. But I know there's one thing that Kara wanted to add to that, and I'm going to let her do that.
I do. Thanks for letting me sneak this little tidbit in, Kaycee. So I was talking about the 6 lands, and I know that some people bring this up as well, and I don't is there like an official Disney? I mean, I'm just going off my Disney Experience app. You know what I mean? But there is also Storybook Circus, which has like where you can meet Donald Daisy and stuff. It has the Dumbo ride, has a couple other things. And then I believe some people have the difference between Fantasyland, which is like the Small World and Peter Pan side of things with Carousel, and then the new Fantasyland, which is Beast Castle, Under the Sea, stuff like that. So I just wanted to throw that out there that my Disney Experience has these 6 labeled, and that's what I'm going off of. But there could be 8. Those 2 could be sub lands. Who knows? Either way, let's go to all of them.
Just take me to each point in the park. I want to step everywhere where Walt stepped. That's the goal. That's what I want to do.
Yep.
So fun. So we're obviously going to just stick to the subject of Magic Kingdom. I'm actually, side note, really excited to talk about one day when we do like Animal Kingdom and Epcot and Hollywood. I'm very excited for those episodes. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, but we're going to feel like an ongoing thing where this is our guide to Animal Kingdom. Nope. This is our guide to Magic Kingdom. We're going to keep it going. So stay tuned.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Cool. So we're going to stick to Disney Magic Kingdom news. So some things have come out recently, and I just want to kind of briefly go over these. Don't want to spend too much time, but Kara, I do want to get your thoughts on these. Okay, so super excited about Tron, right? The new ride in Tomorrowland. So pumped about it. Every time it's like, there's something new over there. Every time I go, I'm like, oh my gosh, that trash can definitely was over there and it was here. Like, so just constantly things are changing, and really excited about Tron at Walt Disney World. So I did look up today. This is from Walt Disney News. So Tron is still in a delayed status. I'm doing my fingers. If you're watching on YouTube, it's still in a delay status. But so in hopes they will open in 2022. I know there was an original date that was like, hopefully 2021, but because of that delayed status, it's looking like it's going to be 2022, which whatever, I doubt I'm going to randomly stop being a Disney fan and stop going. So I will eventually see Tron. That's going to be really fun. Kara, are you excited about Tron?
I am. I think we said this on another episode. I forget who we were with, but it's definitely going to be one of those rides I have to wait and hear the reviews because of motion sickness.
Yes, I remember you said that.
Yeah, we will see. I am excited for it because it is something new for Magic Kingdom. Gosh.
Geez, and it's so rare, apparently.
Yeah.
Like 2014, you've got to be kidding me. Mm-hmm. So super excited for the upcoming things with Tron and Tomorrowland. So keep that in mind if you have 2022 trips, or if you want to plan something for the next couple of years with your family, keep that in mind. That should be open then. Also, the Swiss Family Treehouse is scheduled to refurbishment March 12th through the 25th. So I recently walked through the Swiss Family Treehouse for the first time, like within the last couple months. And holy crap, can't believe I have not been doing that this whole entire time. It is so fun. Kara, have you done that? Have you walked through that treehouse?
I haven't done it. Now recently when Brooke did it, I did watch her Instagram story and she had little clippets of that. So I think it's something that I definitely want to look into doing on my next trip.
For sure. I think you would. It is the cutest thing.
I'm excited.
So keep that in March 12th through the 25th, possibly closed for refurbishment. But y'all, these dates are subject to change. Like Disney is surprising us every day with something new, I feel like. So those dates are subject to change. Don't hold it too solid, but that is kind of the projected time that might be either closed down for refurbishment. So that's soon. Also, this is really exciting. So Magic Kingdom has been testing the castle projections only after hours, which is super exciting. So based on the Inside the Magic news, given that Shanghai Disney implemented social distancing markers for parades, stage shows, and fireworks shows, Walt Disney World is likely to follow in those footsteps in the near future. So that come on, like that's got to get somebody listening, and even Kara like super pumped about possible fireworks coming back.
Can't even imagine how they will. I'm thinking like, you see those of you that can see my brain working right now. I'm trying to imagine how they will still keep people 6 feet. Are there just going to be little dots all over Magic Kingdom? Like,
right.
I'm thinking the projections and the fireworks, like how are they going to make that happen? But you know what? Sure.
Yeah, sure. So apparently Shanghai Disney has implemented these things. And like you're saying, I could imagine it's just for your party alone, just big like circles throughout Main Street and, around in the circle there. So we certainly will see, but there are some people presenting that to, the boards who make big decisions, I guess. Wow. They wouldn't come to us about that. I promise you, because we would be like, yes, all for it. Do it.
Definitely. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that is definitely some news to look out for. And I'm super excited. But other than news, we wanted to give the listeners like some information. Some of our favorites, some things maybe you should look out for if you are a returner or a newbie. So Kaycee, I thought that it was important for us to start obviously with our top 3 rides in Magic Kingdom. So hard to pick.
Yeah.
But how about you go first? What are your top 3?
Top 3 rides in Magic Kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So for sure, the Carousel of Progress. I have to ride it every single time I go. And to me, like, it's less of a ride, but more of just like a really relaxing, fun, entertaining carousel, literally. So Carousel of Progress is my number 1. Pirates is my number 2. Have to do it. One of my favorite rides at Magic. And then the last one, I'm going to say this, but I'm going to say I don't ride it that much. So Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is my 3rd. I don't ride it that much because I don't want to wait in the line. Unless I get like to Magic Kingdom super early and can get up towards the front. But yeah, I love that ride. Those are my top 3. What about you, Kara?
So my top 3, the first one is going to be Space Mountain.
Okay.
There's just something about it. I love space. First of all, I love stars and space in general. So Space Mountain is like just super cool and I absolutely love it. Second is Carousel of Progress. Yep. Man, that ride has a special place in my heart. And I also wonder, I have a lot of questions this week, I guess. Is it a ride or is it a show?
I think it's a ride. I think it's a ride.
People have then again, that, like people that are newer to Disney and they're like, oh, is it a show or is it a ride? And I'm like, well,
I don't know. I would categorize it as more of a ride, but I do believe like right when you sit down in your seat, when like the intercom like comes on, right? Doesn't it say like this show has had like the most productions in like history of whatever productions? Oh, yeah. So maybe slightly it could be a show. I don't know.
It is 20 minutes long. So just if you haven't done it before, it is 20 minutes long, but it is a personal favorite. Gotta ride it. If you go to Magic Kingdom, you gotta ride it regardless of what it is.
Absolutely.
And then my 3rd is Journey Under the Sea with the Little Mermaid. Ariel was my favorite princess growing up before Princess and the Frog came out. So just for nostalgia purposes, definitely that ride.
I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. Then we have underrated snack or restaurant. And I've got to start with this. I have to get this off my chest. I've been holding it since November, and I know this is going to be controversial, but I was so excited to try this treat. So many people hyped it up for me. The spring rolls at the Spring Roll Cart in Adventureland. I got one of the pizza ones and one of the cheeseburger ones. Hated them both.
Oh, blasphemy.
Brandon also didn't like it. We split both of them, and something about the flavor profile which is crazy because I like cheeseburgers and I really don't mind pizza. Tried both of them. It wasn't for me.
Very Interesting. And I don't say that because I've had them. I personally love them. I just know that they're a huge thing. Like everyone talks those things up.
I was shocked myself when I tasted it and did not like it. I was like,
and what's crazy is Brandon didn't like it as well. You know, like that's weird.
It was two people. So interesting. What about you? What do you have?
So mine is, I'm going to do, I love how you did a snack. I'm going to do a restaurant that I feel is overrated, is the Plaza on, when you're walking down Main Street, it's on the right-hand side over there. I just think the food is very basic. Like, I don't know. And for the price, it's very cute inside the Plaza. Very themed. Like, I love the theme, but I just think the food is not all that great. And I feel like everyone loves the Plaza and they're always like fighting for reservations at the Plaza. And I'm like, I'd literally choose almost anything else but the Plaza.
I've never eaten there. So that's good to know.
Yeah. I mean, I want you to try it, but to me, it's just like club sandwiches and chicken fingers. And it's like that kind of food. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fan. So
and for the longest time, I thought the Plaza and Crystal Palace were the same thing. And they're not.
The Crystal Palace is Winnie the Pooh, right? Their character dining. Yeah. Is that open right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not for breakfast though. And I know that because I wanted it for breakfast. But it is open.
That's funny. Yeah.
And we have one more category for you guys, and this is something that we thought, if you are a newbie to Magic Kingdom or to Disney World in general, where should you go or what should you do? Kaycee, go ahead.
Okay, so something in Magic Kingdom newbies have to do. Okay, look, Joffrey's, if you're a coffee person, I know I've said this on like probably every single podcast episode, and I'm sorry, but I'm a huge coffee fan, like huge coffee fan. My all-time favorite specialty drink at Joffrey's, which is the exclusive Disney coffee brand, right, is in Tomorrowland, and it's the Mission to S'mores latte. You can get it hot or iced. It's incredible both ways. That is my, like, if you're new and if you're a coffee fan, please go to Tomorrowland and try that Joffrey's. And the specialty drink they have there is the Mission to S'mores. That's my one thing. Now, and I will say, my other thing, if you're not a coffee fan and that, like, you're not into that, which is fine, I would say slow down. Magic Kingdom is so much. You're not going to be able to see everything in one day, and that's totally okay. So what I suggest is either grab a coffee or grab a snack and sit directly in front of Kaycee's Corner on that like hub grass area that's available for seating, and you literally just sit on the ground and listen to the music of Main Street, eat your snack, drink your coffee, and just take it all in. That is one thing that I feel like a lot of newbies miss out on, is just sitting back and relaxing and just taking it all in, because it truly is something special.
Yeah, that's
my opinion. What about you?
So I went more on the like thinking, because when you're a newbie and you want to go and you're thinking about prizes for yourself and prizes for others, one little, it's not so secret spot but when you're thinking of shopping at Magic Kingdom, you're thinking of the Emporium, maybe the jewelry shop, you're thinking of the Ye Old Christmas where you get your Christmas ornaments.
Yes.
One of my favorite places to shop is the Big Top Souvenirs, which is in Storybook Circus. It's right across from Dumbo.
Okay.
And I got some great finds there. For some reason, it's kind of like a bigger version of like the resort gift shop, maybe. But for some reason, I just found it really cute and found some good stuffed animals and photo albums and things. So I really liked it.
Oh, that's cool. And I think like we're always looking to bring Disney home, right? Like that's it. It's, you don't want to just go to Disney and you know, kind of keep all the magic there, right? You want to bring some things back so you can experience a little bit at home. So that's a really great tip. Like bring souvenirs back, and especially hit up that place in Storybook Circus for sure.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it. All right. So, guys, we are going to transition into our very last segment. I don't want this episode to end, but this might take a few minutes. So, we're going to do some would you rathers or this or that's. And these are actually from our listeners. So, first, I just want to stop and thank everyone for writing into us. You guys are amazing. We got a huge response. We literally could not put them all in here. We got so many responses.
Yes.
So, if you don't get mentioned, I'm sorry, but we did pick our favorites, and thank you so much. Please keep doing that because we will shout you out on the podcast. We will make sure that you get that shout out. We truly appreciate it so much. I know Kara does too.
Yes.
All right, you ready for the first one?
Oh, yes.
Ooh, okay. Oh man. Okay. Sorry, I just like reread it and I'm like, oh man, this is tough. Okay. Eat at Kaycee's Corner or Cosmic Grace?
This one's easy. Kaycee's Corner for me.
I will eat at Cosmic Rays normally, especially now that Kaycee's Corner is closed. But if Kaycee's Corner is open, I will never pick Cosmic Rays over Kaycee's.
The location and the cheese fries just get it for me.
Man, so good. That plastic cheese, you just can't go wrong. You can't.
And who's that one from?
That one is from Handmade Heart Ears. At Handmade Heart Ears.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, this one's from Summer.Magic, Jungle Cruise, or Pirates.
So tough.
Ooh.
I feel like if you were to ask me this again, I'd say the other one. But for right now, today, my answer is Pirates.
Mhm.
It's a nostalgic ride. I love it. I love the dog at the end. So
Same. I always have to get like a boomerang of that little section right there.
Yep.
With the dog. I love it. So I'm going to follow you too. So I would say Pirates.
Yeah,
for me. So thank you so much, Summers.Magic. Thank you for sending that in. Next one is from AZ to Disneyland. Is that Arizona to Disneyland?
Yeah, it's Amanda. That. Hey, girl.
Oh, Amanda. Okay, so Fantasyland or Tomorrowland?
Whew. How dare you? This one's hard because it's spend a day, right?
Right.
Or is it just like in general? So
let's do spend a day.
Okay. That's hard because Fantasyland is like the Magic Kingdom aesthetic. Mm-hmm. Right? When I think Magic Kingdom, I'm thinking the castle and Fantasyland, but Tomorrowland has my favorite rides / shows.
Sure.
So, wow, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I'm going to go Tomorrowland.
Yeah. Same for me, but strictly because of the Joffreys. Because of the coffee and the Carousel of Progress. So. Yeah. So this next one is from Magical Life with Brooke. She's been on the podcast before. I think she was episode like 3 or 4.
Early.
Yeah, very early on in our careers. Oh, goodness. So this is from Magical Life with Brooke. Brooke, thank you for sending this in to us. So Big Thunder Mountain or Seven Dwarfs Mine Train?
I think we're going to agree on this one as well. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Yeah. Right?
Same. Yeah. Same. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Go ahead. What do you think about Big Thunder?
I think Big Thunder is a tad overrated. I think it's just another roller coaster. The theming is like you're in the middle of some rocks, right? Cool. And it always has a longer wait than necessary.
Yeah.
So like at least with Seven Dwarfs, I'm getting a great theming, great pre-show, great all of that. So sorry.
Yeah. No. Hey, I can agree with you there. I think Thunder Mountain's a little too like rickety for me. And I feel like just Seven Dwarfs, and it's newer. So Seven Dwarfs is a little bit newer. It's just a real, and the theming is great in the Seven Dwarfs. So that's why I'm going with that one. All right. So this next one is from Disney Safari Girl at Disney Safari Girl. Thank you for sending this in. This is Aloha Isle or Sunshine Tree Terrace.
Have you been there?
I've been to Aloha Isle. I haven't been to the other one, the Sunshine Tree Terrace. Have you?
also haven't been to the Sunshine Tree Terrace. I've been to Aloha Isle. Gotta get your Dole Whip.
Mhm.
But for the Sunshine Tree Terrace, I know that has like a signature drink. I want to say it's like a citrus swirl, or like something's there that people tend to get. It's just
Sure.
not coming to me right now. But yeah, I'd have to go with Aloha Isle, or maybe I should go with Sunshine Tree Terrace because I haven't been there. Go both.
True.
Sorry.
I will. No. And I think that I should split 50-50 on this one, because since I haven't been there, I don't feel like I've given it a true chance. So yeah. But I'm sure both are very good. So thank you, Disney Safari Girl, for sending that. The next one is from, again, Magical Life with Brooke. And this one I actually had to really think about. So Pinocchio's Village or Pecos Bill in Magic.
So I haven't been to Pecos Bill, but I'm still picking Pinocchio's Village House because it was so good the last time I was there. Unfortunately, the little upstairs part wasn't available. I was trying to get a spot where we can people watch.
Yes.
For It's a Small World, but I loved it. They were quick and efficient. I love the food. I had nothing to complain about, and it's right there in the middle of Fantasyland, so it's really nice.
Yeah, I think the thing is really cool in that restaurant, Pinocchio's. I'm gonna say Pecos Bill, and only because of this. Because if this were not the case, I would also pick Pinocchio's. So, do you know, like, when COVID happened and everybody kind of went to like a condensed, like, limited menu?
Yes.
Yes. So I feel like there were things that I absolutely loved from Pinocchio's. Like, I got it every time, like, loved it so much. When they condensed their menu, they took a lot of that good specialty stuff off their menu. And Pecos, I feel like, generally stayed the same. And I love both of these restaurants, but I'm going to say Pecos now. But if it was pre-COVID, I would definitely say Pinocchio's. So yeah, that's a hard one.
Thanks for the question.
All right. So this next one is from r.happily.after. And this is all day in Fantasyland or all day in Adventureland.
Ooh. Another tough one. Adventureland or Fantasyland? Now I think I'd have to pick Fantasyland. As much as I love Jungle Cruise and as much as, but there's Jungle Cruise and Pirates, and I think I'd rather go on all those other Fantasyland rides. That's my pick. What about you?
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to split 50-50. Okay, no, don't split 50-50. I'm going to do, I'm going to do Adventureland. Yeah.
Wow.
It's big of me, very big of me. I'm going to do Adventureland for that one. So thank you, our Happily Ever After. Appreciate you sending in that this or that for us. And then our very last one, this is from Lily & Co. Apparel, which you guys should check out. Lily & Co. Apparel. They have the cutest stuff. Oh my word. So she sent us a this or that, and it is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or Mickey's Very one before, I think. But this is a really good one to talk about. So what do you think, Kara?
So I think we answered this twice already. And I think the first time I said Halloween, the second time I said Christmas. I think I'm going back to Halloween now because I'm just all about villains. I'm all about the Disney villains. And if there was a new land in Magic Kingdom, they better dedicate it to the villains. They deserve it.
I agree.
I think that, and just like the spooky side of Disney and getting to see the characters. And yeah, that's my pick now. What about you?
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with you on that one. So I think Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party for me. And just because, like, I truly don't feel like the villains get enough spotlight. And I think they should. They're so fun. Like, I just, Gaston is my personal favorite villain. But yes, that's true. And a lot of them you can't. So luckily, my favorite I do get to see often. But I would definitely say Mickey's Not So Scary. It's just a different side of Disney, in my opinion, you know?
It's the Disney dark side. I'm going to start the Disney dark side like the Star Wars have the dark side. If you want to come to the Disney dark side, follow me on Instagram.
Heck yes. Heck yes. Well, guys, this is it for today's episode. This was so much fun, Kara. Did you love this?
I love this episode.
Thank you, everyone, for sending in your this or that's. We really appreciate it. Listen, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We set monthly goals, and we are so close to our goal on Instagram. We just surpassed our one for YouTube, right?
Yes. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers on YouTube. Woo!
Yes, so really excited. Make sure, if you're not already, follow us on Instagram. That's at Why We Disney Podcast. And then also make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, and like us on Facebook. That was our last one. But guys, and we also want to hear from you as well. So if you wouldn't mind, if you have something that you want us to research and talk about on the podcast, please let us know what that is. We would love to do that for you. And that is whydisney@gmail.com. That's our email address. So hit us up. We love you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in today. Next week.
Bye.